Hello and welcome back to my updates. This is Angelo, and you are tuned into my station here. Either you found me on YouTube or on stateofeuphorbia.com. Also, you can find updates and little bits of stuff at my Instagram or Twitter, rather, at State Euphorbia. That's just basically State of Euphorbia, all is one with just an O instead of in the middle. All right, let's get down to the brass tacks of things. Not a whole lot to talk about today, but excuse me, still battling a little bit of allergy. Um, Still getting through some issues, but feeling better than I was previous days, probably because today is my almost fifth day completely without anything alcoholic to drink. And I don't think that I had a really serious alcohol issue. It's just that things, as I mentioned previously, had compounded to a state of where I was. The Craft Brewers Conference, the National Brewers Expo, was in Portland this year. And so the week of the 13th through the 18th or 19th, Portland was filled with people from all over the world, all over the country. About 15, 20,000 additional people in town just for this conference and for the surrounding events, which were spectacular. Leading up to the Brewers Conference was a number of things that had been going on in my life. I found myself drinking more and more. If you're clicking, it's because I'm fidgeting with this piece of floss. Anyways, my life was a little tricky, as everyone's is, but I was feeling a little bit frustrated before the conference because of the fallout and the friendship that I had. A really rather involved friendship with somebody that I cared greatly for. Have been going through I've been continually going through issues with dealing with and about a person who I love very much, and thinking about issues such as love dependency, love addiction, things that I have mentioned in the past on this channel and through my video posts. Those issues are still prevalent in my life. It's not like I've been able to solve them overnight, but I work at them very, very steadfastly. So I've noticed that my seizures have diminished since the removal of alcohol from my diet. A small bit of alcohol initially seemed to kind of take the place of some of the benzodiazepines that I was on, but that quickly became a sort of a multiplier, compounded effect, and my tolerance quickly changed in relation to those substances. So now I am back to trying to keep my head straight, looking around for things to do as far as projects to get involved with, because a lot of time on my hands. I'm a lot of time by myself. So I'm really focusing on me lately. Been focusing on juicing and nutrition. And getting excited about having a couple of people visit soon. And one of those being my mother Jean, who I love very much. She's one of my models and mentors and inspirations to me. She's going to be coming into town on the 29th of this month and staying through May the 5th. So looking greatly forward to seeing her. Also, my friend Sophie will be in town for a couple of days, and I'll see her for at least one. I'm going to have to work that day. I plan on just grabbing some food and catching up and having a good time. So that's exciting. Also, not trying to get too dependent on anyone else, codependent on anyone else. I've been looking around a little bit for new places to live, but not seriously. Keeping my options open and just trying to feel let the feelings happen to me rather than try to build up my own emotions and force things too much. Easier said than done, obviously, and it's been difficult because of, like I mentioned, recently lost a couple of close friends. Uh, One in particular, most recently, to just generally not being able to get along. But I think the stem root cause of it has definitely a lot to do with alcohol and the consumption of it and the use of it or misuse of it. So I've decided to clean out and try to get my wits about me and try to make for healthier living. Um, really can only control yourself is one thing that I've learned. You can't control the thoughts, feelings, and actions of other people. So that being said, it's tough because I want to invest my love and feelings and time in other people because that's just my nature. But I also want to be comfortable being alone and spending time by myself because, you know, if you don't love yourself, you can't expect other people to love you. This is a lesson that I've been continually trying to learn, and I think I'm getting there more and more. One of the things that makes it difficult for me is that sometimes when my condition, because as this site talks about, I talk about a lot, is my brain tumor, my oligodendroglioma, which is a rare type of glioma brain tumor that I have, inoperable, and my doctor of osteopathy and neurologists seem to think that, especially my DOs and oncologists seem to think that some sort of radiation or chemo is in the cards for me in the not too distant future. If not even that, perhaps resection of the tumor, which means going in and removing part of it. For me, not an option. So I'm eating great food. I'm treating my body like it's a temple that it is. I'm just trying to enjoy life as best I possibly can. Because really, life is simple. If you make it complex and crazy and out of hand, that's exactly what you're going to get. Also know that if you are relying on other people for your happiness, or you allow drama to consume your life, that's what's going to happen. So I'm working very hard. I'm not saying that I'm even close to being where I want to be. I think that throughout the entirety of a person's life, they're in the preliminary stages of working towards becoming a complete, self-sufficient and self-satisfied individual. And that's where I stand right now with what I'm going through. The thought of, the impending terminality or terminus or whatever the right word is there for, having a terminal condition. It's frightening, and it's a time that, for me and for a lot of people, don't really want to spend alone. Would love to have someone close to me to spend it with, and I've met some cool, very cool, awesome people lately. But by the same token, I feel like I need some time to repair myself, to reconcile some ill feelings that I have, and jaded feelings that I have towards the past, and feeling burned or things I've done to myself. So you've only got yourself to count on in the end, and you're the only person you can truly depend on, even though even then life might have it in the cards for something else. You never know. So I am going to leave it at that. If you would like to chime in, and if you would like to let me know that any of what I'm saying is useful, or you have 2 cents, a topic you'd like me to discuss in the future, I would love to hear from you. Remember to stay in tune to my website, stateofeuphorbia.com, and follow my Twitter, which is stateoeuphorbia, at stateoeuphorbia, all one. And that's about it. And have a beautiful day. And stop saying "and" because you're making too many run-on sentences, and that's too many conjunctions. All right. Take care of yourself. Be good or well.